Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learning with Anila Qadri. Students, in today's video, I am going to teach you guys second part of chapter number 1 of Principles of Management. First of all, I will tell you the content of this chapter, which topics we are going to discuss. We are going to have a detailed discussion on historical background of management. We are going to discuss classical approach, quantitative approach, behavioral approach, and contingency, or we can say contemporary approach. So let's start with question number 1. Here you can see diagrammatical presentation of the question. Major approaches to management. There are basically 5 approaches. Historical background, in which we will study early examples of management. Adam Smith and Industrial Revolution. In classical approach, you will study 2 major points, scientific management and general administration. Next one will be quantitative approach, and in behavioral approach, you will study 3 basic points, early advocates, Hawthorne studies, and organizational behavior. And in the last, you will discuss contemporary approach, in which you are going to have a look at 2 major points, system approach and contingency approach. Historical background of management. Early examples of management. Egypt, pyramids, and China Great Wall. Adam Smith published The Wealth of Nations in 1776. Industrial Revolution. Substitution of machine power for human power. Classical approach. Scientific management focused on individual worker. F. W. Taylor, father of scientific management, developed 4 principles of management. Frank and Lillian Gilbreth studied work arrangements to eliminate wasteful hand and body motions. General administrative theory focused on entire organization. Henri Fayol developed 14 principles of management. Max Weber described ideal type of organization, that is bureaucracy. Taylor's scientific management principles developed a science for each element of an individual's work, which will replace the old rule of thumb method. Number 2. Scientifically select the train, teach, and develop the worker. Heartily cooperate with workers so as to ensure that all work is done in accordance with the principles of the science that has been developed. And the last one, divide work and responsibility almost equally between management and workers. Management takes over all work for which it is better fitted than the workers. There are 14 principles of management that are described by Fayol. Division of work. Authority. Number 3. Discipline. Number 4. Unity of command. Number 5. Unity of direction. Number 6. Subordination of individual interest to the general interest. Number 7. Remuneration. Number 8. Centralization. Number 9. Scalar chain. Number 10. Order. Number 11. Equity. Number 12. Stability of tenure of personnel. Number 13. initiative. And number 14, aspirate the corpse. Now coming toward bureaucracy, that is Weber's approach. Bureaucracy is actually division of labor, which means jobs broken down into single, routine, and well-defined tasks. A bureaucracy should have authority hierarchy, positions organized in a hierarchy with a clear chain of command. A bureaucracy should have formal selection, people selected for jobs based on technical qualifications. A bureaucracy should have formal rules and regulations, system of written rules and standard operating procedures. A bureaucracy should have impersonality, uniform application of rules and controls, not according to personalities. A bureaucracy should have career orientation, which means managers are career professionals, not owners of unit they manage. Well, now coming toward next approach, that is quantitative approach to management. What is quantitative approach? Evolved from mathematical and statistical methods developed to solve World War II military logistics and quality control problems. British and American military had developed techniques using maths and stats to plan for attacks, convey size, bombing, raids, etc. Focuses on improving managerial decision making by applying statistics, optimization models, information models, and computer simulations. Computers do most of this work today. Next one, behavioral approach. Early advocates Robert Owen proposed an idealized workplace. Hugo Munsterberg created the field of industrial psychology. Mary Parker Follett, who thought that organizations should be based on a group ethic rather than on individualism. Chester Barnard, organizations as social systems that required human cooperation. Hawthorne studies, series of experiments. Organizational behavior, which is called OB. Field of study concerned with the actions or behavior of people at work. People are the most important asset of an organization or firm. True or false? Yes, this is so true. People are most important assets of an organization. Hawthorne studies, a series of productivity experiments conducted at Western Electric from 1924 to 1932. Experimental findings. Productivity unexpectedly increased under imposed adverse work conditions. The effect of incentive plans was less than expected. Research conclusion. Social norms, group standards, and attitudes more strongly influence individual output and work behavior than do monetary incentives. Contemporary approaches. System theory. A system is a set of interrelated and interdependent parts arranged in a manner that produces a unified whole. Organization can be visualized as systems of interrelated parts that operate as a whole in pursuit of a common goal. Closed systems are not influenced by and do not interact with their environment. Open systems, open system, dynamically interact with their environment. Contingency theory. Managerial actions depends on particular parameters of each situation. Contrast to the classical view of scientific management. Here you can see system approach. The organization as an open system. Here you can see three main headings: inputs, which may include raw materials, human resources, capital, technology, and information. Transformation process, employee work activities, management activities, technology and operations method. Outputs, products and services, financial results, information and human results. Implications of the system approach. Coordination of the organization's parts is essential for proper functioning of the entire organization. Decisions and actions taken in one area of the organization will have an effect in other areas of the organization. Organizations are not self-contained and therefore must adapt to changes in their external environment. The contingency approach, also sometimes called the situational approach. There is no one universally applicable set of management principles, rules by which to manage organizations. Organizations are individually different, face different situations, contingency variables, and require different ways of managing. Popular contingency variables. Organization size. As size increases, so do the problems of coordination. Routineness of task technology. Routine technologies require organizational structures, leadership styles, and control systems that differ from those required by customized or non-routine technologies. Environmental uncertainty. What works best in a stable and predictable environment may be totally inappropriate in a rapidly changing and unpredictable environment. Individual differences. Individuals differ in terms of their desire for growth, autonomy, tolerance of ambiguity, and expectations. So guys, this is all about today's lesson. For my next video, do not forget to subscribe my channel Learning with Anila Qadri and press the bell icon. Thank you.